says anything and everything. Hello friends. I'm sure you all doing great and enjoying the work as well life. This video will be an interesting one. We all grew up listening kids stories which mostly been told by teachers, grandpa or granny and interestingly in almost all Indian languages. One of such story liked by everyone is of Hare and Turtle race. This ancient story is being well narrated in an unforgettable song sung by Usha Mangeshkar, lyrics Manish Padgaonkar and music by Vishwanath more.
Sasa, Sasa, to Sasa, ki Kapoos jasa त्याने कासवाशी पैजला बिली. Sasa, to Sasa, ki Kapoos jasa त्याने कासवाशी पैजला बिली. वेगे वेगे धावू, नि डोंगरावर जावू, ही शर्यत रे आपुली.
But do we know that this story and further extended versions are priceless management lessons? I know you don't believe, and laughing also. I bet you will love these versions and story extension, but for that you must see this video till the end. And oh, yes, if not yet, do subscribe to channel and also click the bell icon for new video intimation. So friend, let's start. Before we exploring the extended version, let's refresh our mind and memory with oldest version of this story. As all grandpa and granny stories begins, let's start. Once upon a time in a very dense forest, a tortoise and hare, two very good and close friends, were living happily. One fine day morning, they picked up a friendly argument that who is faster. Were not able to sort out despite of a lengthy argument, decided to settle the argument with a race. They decided and agreed on a route and day. All animals in the forest were very excited but were expecting Hare to win with ease. But on other hand, Tortoise was smiling and telling everyone to wait till end of race. At last, the race day came. Both Hare and Tortoise were ready, beaming with enthusiasm and confidence, were eager to race. All were gathered around the route to enjoy the race. Get set, ready and go. Race started. In a fraction of a second, Hare shot ahead. Hare was running briskly for some time, but soon he realized that he is far ahead of Tortoise. To catch up the breath and excitement of probable race win, he sat below a tree. Seeing that Tortoise far behind, decided he can take some rest before continuing the race. He was relaxing below the tree and soon fell asleep. Tortoise kept walking with steady speed and soon not only overtook Hare but finished the race. Tortoise won the race against everybody's expectation. Hare woke up and realized that his brisk rest has cost him the race. He lost the race. So, the management lesson from the story till now. Slow and steady wins the race. This is the story we all has enjoyed in our childhood. But the story doesn't end here. Hare was very upset, disappointed with his loss. Soon he realized that he lost the race because of his overconfidence, carelessness and lacks. If he would not have assumed another danger word for management, his win and not taken Tortoise granted, surely he would have won. So Hare challenged the Tortoise for another race. Tortoise agreed. This time Hare was very cautious and focused. Hare went all out and kept running without stopping from start to finish. This time Hare won by several kilometers. It was very convincing win for Hare. So, the management lesson from this second part of story is: fast and consistent will always beat the slow and steady. Good to be slow and steady but better to be fast and reliable. Wait a minute. Wait sir. Story doesn't end here. Now this time Tortoise does some brainstorming and realized that with the present rules and ground of play, he won't be able to win the race. So he thought and challenged the Hare again for a race, but on a slightly different route. Hare, with full of confidence due to latest win, accepted the challenge without any hesitance. Both started the race again but on a different route. As per the self-determination of consistency, Hare took off and ran at top speed. Soon he reached a broad river. Finish line was few kilometers away from the river but on the other side. Hare sat at banks of river thinking what to do, how to cross the river. Hare was helpless, was not able to win the race unless cross the river. In the meantime, Tortoise reached the river, got into the river and easily swam to opposite bank. Continued walking and crossed the finish line and won the race. Hare seeing helplessly, sitting at river bank, unable to cross the river. So, the third management lesson from this part of story is: identify your core competency and then change the playing field to suit your competency. Till now, we have seen 3 management lessons. But wait sir. Story hasn't ended yet. By this time Hare and Tortoise has developed a special bonding and became very close friends. They did some out-of-the-box brainstorming and agreed that last race could have been run much better and faster. So they decided to run last race again. But with an very interesting change. That this time to run as a team. Yes, as a team. This historical race they started off. Remember, both has decided to run the race this time as a team. So, first Hare carried the Tortoise till the riverbank. From there, Tortoise took over. Tortoise swam across the river with Hare on his back. On the opposite side, Hare again carried the Tortoise and they reached the finishing line together. They reached much earlier as compared to the earlier race with a great satisfaction and happiness. So, the fourth management lesson for this story. Unless you are able to work in a team harnessing each other's competencies, you'll always perform below par. You may be brilliant, good individually with strong competencies. But remember, in a team, 1 + 1 = 11. In this story, both Hare and Tortoise not given up. Hare decided to work harder and Tortoise worked on his strategy. In real life also, depending on the prevailing situation, one has to decide to work harder, put more efforts or change strategy, try different ways. Or sometimes one has to adopt both. Another most interesting and important management learning from this story is that when stop competing against a rival and instead compete against the situation or problem, we perform far better. So, friend, how was the story? Interesting, isn't it? Hope you liked it. Before ending this video, quickly let's see a real-life example. In 1980, Pepsi was eroding the Coke growth and Coke was struggling even to increase 0.1%. Coke CEO decided not to compete with Pepsi. Instead, asked marketing executives to find out the average fluid intake of an American and share of Coke in that intake. Coke realized that out of average 415 milliliters of fluid intake, Coke share is only 60 milliliters. Other intake equivalent to 355 milliliters was water, tea, coffee, milk, 7 fruit juices. He told his executives that customers should ask for a Coke whenever they decide to have a drink. Therefore, Coke put up vending machines at every nook and corner. Result, sales took a Himalaya jump and since then Pepsi never were able to get near to Coke. Friends, hope you liked this video. Do share with your friends and subscribe the channel if not yet subscribed. Look forward for your suggestions in the comment section for improvement. So, take care and be safe. See you soon. Thanks again and goodbye.